booster set in CurlyHairedVanguard, but was actually released as the 6th set in the English format of the game. As mentioned countless times before, the English format followed a different release schedule. In the next video, we'll finally explore the rumored reasons behind this as we cover Set 5, Awakening of Twin Blades. But first, we need to finish where we left off last video, wrapping up the first full year of the game's history in 2012 and the conclusion of the first ever World Championship series for the game. Thanks for sticking with me for so long. Let's finish this year with a bang. Last time we went over the first 12 qualifiers of the World Championships, which was overall dominated by Gold Paladin. Of those 12 qualifiers, Gold Paladin took 63% of the first and second tops. These tops were split between the Spectral Duke variant and the Ezel Garmor variant, with the Spectral Duke variant being the most popular. After Gold Paladin, the deck with the second most tops was Narukami. It was usually some variant of Vermilion and only had 3 tops, a measly 13%. The last qualifier we went over was on October 6, 2012. Since the remaining qualifiers take place before December 14th, the release of Eclipse of Illusionary Shadows, let's go through the remaining qualifiers before we discuss today's featured booster set. Please note that only the following products will be legal for these events, even for the events that take place in Japan. I mentioned last time that we had 3 events on October 6th, 2012, but there was actually 4. The 4th qualifier was in Osaka, Japan. There were a total of 3 qualifiers in Japan actually, but these events were held under the English format, which means they were limited to the boosters I mentioned a few moments ago. At the time, Japan was already playing with the latest set, BT08, and had access to BT05, which was skipped in English. The Japanese qualifiers were on October 6th in Osaka, October 13th in Tokyo, and October 20th in Nagoya. Japanese players, of course, knew the cards in this format the best, having had the most time to use and playtest with them. This may be why Kobayashi Hironao won the Osaka qualifier with Ezel Garmor, but was the only first place Gold Paladin at these qualifiers. The runner-up was Harukoichi, piloting a Narukami deck. Tokyo was won by Akizawa Toyaka's Overlord, and Shinohara Yoshitaka's Soulless Witches in second. The final Japanese qualifier in Nagoya was won by Hiroshi Kozaki with Tsukiyumi and Spectral Duke Dragon as the runner-up, piloted by Jun Tenjima. Honestly, I expected Tsukiyumi to top more in these Japanese events. Since Japan had been playing in the Big 3 format for so long, and with Tsukiyumi being one of those Big 3, I expected her to be the go-to deck for these events. However, she only managed to get 1 top in the Japanese qualifiers. Both Gold Paladin lists were rather standard to what we've discussed so far, except both players included cards from Set 7, Rampage of the Beast King, in their list. We'll start to see these cards become incorporated in the Golds list we'll see in the rest of the qualifiers. The Narukami build actually had about 50% of its cards from the trial deck 6, Resonance of Thunder Dragon, while the Overlord list, well, that pretty much used only cards from the first ever booster released a year prior in English, Descent of the King of Knights. The Tsukiyumi list was standard to the ones we've discussed before as well, as it was likely perfected in Japan and copied overseas. The Soulless Witches deck is an Oracle Think Tank deck we discussed prior that was made possible due to its support from Set 7. This deck was the opposite of Tsukiyumi, emptying out its soul instead of keeping it at 6 or more cards. Both these decks had Silent Tom as their game ender. After the Japanese qualifiers, we have our next 3 qualifiers on October 13th, 20th, and 27th in Atlanta, USA, United Kingdom, and Singapore, respectively. All 3 of these qualifiers were won by Gold Paladin, with each variant getting a top here. In Atlanta, we start to see a new variant of the deck, with players using the White Hair Pelennor from set 7. This variant replaces Ezel with Pelennor and retains the use of Garmor. Garmor continued to be a very strong center line as a Vanguard, making it a good Vanguard to ride. However, you could also call Pelennor mid-battle to get an extra Vanguard attack through Vivian, the Lop-Eared Shooter, or the Spring Breeze Messenger, which both players played. The UK qualifier was won by Anthony Francis's Ezel Garmor list, which only had a single Dindrain from set 7 to differentiate itself from the typical list. In Singapore, Haruyanto Tan won with Spectral Duke, playing 2 copies of the Lop-Eared Shooter from set 7. In the same event, we had the runner-up Woon Chong Moon with Tsukiyumi. This Tsukiyumi list was similar to the Japanese one, but with Luckbird for more draw power. But back over in the UK, the runner-up was actually Daniel Conham with a Lukier deck. As we discussed last time, Lukier focused on amassing and calling out specific cards from Seoul, either through her Limit Break or through the powerful Purple Trapezist. Daniel also used the Crimson Beast Tamer engine from set 3, which allowed you to have 11k attackers and 9k boosters if you had a copy of this card in your Soul. This list, however, does not contain any of the attack extenders from set 3, and instead focused on setting up strong offensive lines with the Crimson Beast Tamer engine and Lukier's effect to gain power whenever a card was called out from Soul. We actually get a chance to see another list for Lukier in the last 3 qualifiers. The first of these was on October 27th in Taiwan, where we actually had 0 Gold Paladin players in the top 2. Instead, we had Tsukiyumi in both first and second. Yi Jian Yang won the event with Lin Ming Lian as the runner-up. Both players played very similar lists, and both even played the Dragon Month Gojo from Kagero in their list for more draw power, and 0 copies of any perfect card. The next day, we had the Hong Kong qualifier, which also had 0 Gold Paladins in the top 2. We instead had another top for Spike Brothers, thanks to Mukki Chung, who won this qualifier, and Cham Chong Lok as the runner-up with Lukier again. Sham's Lukier list makes much more liberal use of Counterblast compared to the previous list, with cards like The Girl Who Crossed the Gap, Nightmare Doll Alice, and even the Mega Blast unit Dark Illusionist Robert. The final qualifier was a few days later, on November 3rd, 2012, in Los Angeles, California. This event almost continued the streak of no Gold Paladin tops, with Donald Buckley winning the entire event with Grand Blue. However, the runner-up Masashi Terayama ended up topping with Spectral Duke Dragon. Masashi made use of the main Lion, the Gold Paladin Special Intercept, and Dindrain in their list. Donald's list is another one of those lists that we discussed in a previous video, as it runs 2 superior rides in Cocytus and Swordmaster. Both of these grade 3s could be ridden from drop, with Swordmaster being able to be ridden if you're on grade 2, while your opponent might still be on grade 1. With that, we've gone through all of the 2012 qualifiers. Top players from all of these qualifiers will now have to compete in a regional qualifier to determine the winners for each region, those regions being North America, Europe, and Asia Oceania. Those winners will compete in the final tournament, the World Championships. The North American qualifier was actually the day right after the Los Angeles tournament we just went over. This meant the winners of that tournament had to come back the very next day to compete yet again. We'll discuss this and more a bit later in the video. But before we move on, let's do a quick recap of all of the topping decks of these qualifiers. Unsurprisingly, Gold Paladin dominated the qualifiers, having undisputably the most tops. Out of the 21 qualifiers, Gold Paladin won first in 12 of them. Even in the 9 qualifiers where they did not win first place, they still managed to get second 4 times. Meaning we only had 5 qualifiers out of 21 without Gold Paladin in the top 2 spots. Among the Gold Paladin variants, Spectral Duke Dragon topped 13 times, followed by Ezel Garmor with 6 tops, and the newly formed Garmor Pelennor with just 2 tops. Oracle Think Tank decks had 6 tops, with 5 of them from Tsukuyomi and only 1 from Koko, or Soulless Witches. Narukami had 4 tops, while Cowgirl had 3. We had 2 tops each for Lukier, Azure Dragon, and Dudley Emperor. Lastly, 1 of each for Grand Blue and Royal Paladin. We'll see what decks are used in the regional qualifiers soon, but let's go over today's featured booster set. The 4th booster set Hey everyone, welcome to the Tuesday stream. Welcome to Defiant. You guys may have noticed something has changed, but don't get too used to it, I guess. I frantically took way too long getting ready for the stream, and then while shaving I was thinking like, yeah, maybe I could do something different, and then while doing that I nicked part of my beard. I was like, alright, guess the beard is gone now. So I ended up shaving, which is why I had to frantically take so long, but I didn't have enough time to get rid of this, because this part has a lot of thick ass hair. But I figured I'd see how it goes. I might end up getting rid of it too. We'll see. I look nice? Thank you, Sam. In terms of realistic expectations, Bird is okay, strong rush, good numbers. Didn't expect to see a lot of triggers. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Bird looks fine. But haven't been able to actually test the cards. Hey man, how's it going? Let's see. Don't think CFA ended up updating. I should clean some more shower stream. I don't think you guys want to see that. Like a Chad MC protagonist, considering most of them don't even have facial hair. I don't. I think I look more like I look like some sort of math teacher or something, to be honest. It did not indeed update. Nope. That sucks. I might have said last time I was gonna mod the cards myself, but I didn't. I didn't have time. But we'll figure something out. But alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So yeah, Bird came out today, so we'll go ahead and talk about that and a couple of other things essentially. Not really too much else other than Bird that they revealed today in terms of the reveals. And it wasn't as crazy of a weekend as it was the last couple of times. Right? But I got surprised. I thought maybe they would do it because I know they updated it early last time for I forgot what deck it was. Maybe it was the WLO Knights? Because I remember talking about it, or maybe it was that Kaiser. I remember talking about it before, but someone came in and was like, oh yeah, it already updated. I was like, no way, and we checked and it was actually updated. So I thought maybe they'd go back on that streak because they were doing that for a while. They were updating it as soon as my stream started, but never mind. I guess not. Curly's my favorite math teacher because he lets me sleep in class. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm gonna fail you. You didn't pass this test, but yeah, go ahead, buddy. Something has more, maybe similar. There's more behind Bird, just saying. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I don't really care. I think it looks cool, and that's all that matters. So today's card of the day is brought to you by your favorite card, I guess. I don't know. But let's take a look at some of these. I actually forgot to do these and actually ended these two last second. But here is a full Orescence Chanter. So as we've come to realize, I kind of alluded to that these are now going to be the cyclers for this set, so we can expect the common cyclers, or I guess rare cyclers. I just realized these are rares apparently. That every nation is going to get. We already have one for, we'll see one for Keter. We saw one I think for Dragon Empire. So we'll probably see one for Stokea and etc. He's cute. Yeah. What's my reaction to Vladimir getting OT on his divine turn? I mean, sounds about right considering how much deck the deck does. So
I'm already expecting to die in that turn, so it's kind of just, I don't really have much of a reaction. So I was like, yep, okay. Not like I could have PG'd it, so it wouldn't have really mattered. Right? But yeah, these just, when you play a Blitz Order, you EV2, you can move it to Guardian from any circle, and it gets an additional 5k shield. So they're alright. I don't think they'll actually see play anywhere. Then we have the Ancient Clock of Interdimensional Hands here. It's pretty cool looking rare normal order. In fact, maybe not so cool. So this is a grade 3 normal order. You choose up to one grade 1 or greater card from your hand, reveal it, put it on the bottom of your deck, so you can't choose a trigger. Unless it's, you know, premium and you choose a grade 3 heal or something like that. But then you look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to one unit with grade 1 minus of the revealed card, call it to rear, shuffle your deck. So had this been, yeah, like at least like a grade 2 order or something like that, maybe this would have been nice, but love going -2 in dark states. I mean, yeah, kind of. This could have been almost even if like you take a grade 3, put it on the bottom of the deck, and you manage to hit Orange off of it. Then with Orange, you can call another card, and it kind of breaks even. But other than that, can't see too many situations where putting a grade 3 in the bottom of your deck would be helpful. I guess technically, unfortunately, you actually want to play this in Chaos, but I can't think of a good grade 2 target. Because this is one of the ways that you can put back, because that's one of the problems that Chaos has right now, is that you always draw into the cross ride. You always want to ride it from deck, superior ride it. So technically, you can do this to put it back on the bottom of the deck, call something else out to replace it with, and then you can, you know, superior ride with the grade 1. But there's not really any good grade 1s that you can call with this, right? Your usual search targets would have been like Makani, who's grade 3, or the grade 1 Makani, who's grade 1. So if you put back a grade 2, there's not really any good grade 2s you want to put back into the deck. But that's really the only use case I can think of for this deck. I don't really think any other deck really needs specific cards in the deck, specifically in dark states, right? I don't think there's really anything like that. So, yeah. Says you choose all grade 2 turn 1, it does not indeed do that at all. Had it been worded differently, maybe, or if we get something that lets you use orders regardless of their grade, maybe. I guess you can also play this in Celcera, so it's another order, but yeah, for now, not seeing much. Then we have immunizing Angel, who's another one of the rare cyclers. Grade 1 energy blast, replay to Blitz Order, get 5k shield. Card circle. Another cute guy, I guess, yeah. I mean, at least this one's got a respectable profession. Then we have here Knight of Strategy, Jolly. Yeah. This is a grade 2 that says when it attacks, or when your unit attacks from the back row, this gets 5k, and then you can soul charge 1. It gets 5k to the end of turn, but it's once per turn. Otherwise, this might have been cool in something, but there's not too many things that attack from the back row that you would need a 5k attacker for. So, kind of whatever. This might be unnamed undercover support, because that deck does need soul and you can attack from the back row. That might be what this is for, but other than that, yeah, this is kind of whatever. Can't even use this in Grand Grace. You don't really, doesn't really do much for you, right? Why is Die DX in charge of all the whack cards when your art is so banger? Is that who this was? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I don't know. Reminds me of, like, I remember the like shock I heard when for Pokemon cards, it's like they design the Pokemon first and then they give it to the design team and then they do fuck all with it. So they'll design this crazy looking fucking thing and the design team is like 30 speed, early bird, bad moveset. Okay. I never understood what the disconnect was there. But yeah. I imagine it's the same thing for these cards. They just make them draw something, and then they write the effect. Because there's most times, usually, I've mentioned it last time, 99% of the time the effect does not correlate with the actual card. But that's kind of just how it is. Third bulk card this set, yeah. 5k once per turn. It's also 5k once per turn. Yes, unfortunately it's once per turn. Not that it matters. There's not. I don't think there's a deck in Keter where multiple units can attack, or you can attack from the back row multiple times. I can't think of any really where you can do more than once right now. Graham Grace is future proof to allow it in the future technically, but yeah, I can't think of any other ones. So not that it matters, but yes, in that case it does suck. Check the stats of Pokemon before catching them. Don't. Hey, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to. Don't even go there. Don't even. Let's not even touch on that. Let's not even touch on that. All right. I'm glad this is a normal, not set order. No tool, no new toy for Stinky Bat. I mean, they could technically still play this. But most of Vanguard's best arts normally have really bad effects. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, this is Microtech Laboratory. This is a normal order for Berbbbb. You play it with Soul Blast 1, look at top 5, choose a grade 1 specifically unit card from among them, all to rearrange off your deck. So you can search out Bulbaline or Fun itself. Another thing that I can't think of a good use for, there's not really a lot of normal order synergy in Berbbbb, which is annoying considering they gave Vesrug so many normal orders. But yeah. Call Shout Improve, I guess, yeah, technically you could do that if you have it in the top 5. But yeah, it is strange that so much Vanguard art is ass, considering they're one of the few, I don't know if I should say one of the few, but they are one of the TCGs that actually credit the like illustrator and all that jazz, right? Like they flat out put them out there. So on the card itself. So that's kinda nice. So it's a shame that like imagine you drew this banger ass thing. Right, this crazy ass fucking Daisuke Izuka looking fucking thing that you drew yourself, and then they just go like, grade 3 on boost if you have 5 units plus 5k to end a battle. Like, I'd be upset if I saw that and I see my little name at the bottom, like I contributed to this nonsense. Brand's the only one without Tetrafault. Yes. 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 Looking for locals to a 10, and the only one that runs on my day off is Chicago's right for me. Right? You just gotta do that. I used to go to a locals every Wednesday. That was like an hour and a half away. Or something like that. It was really nice. Me and my fiance would go, we'd get ramen from the place that was right next door. And then we'd go play Vanguard. A real chill scene. Then they decided to stop supporting Vanguard. And we never went ever again. We were very sad about it. But for the few times we got to go, it was really nice. So yeah, it did indeed sound nice. It was really nice. Ramen was good. But oh well. Local tournament starts at 3 p.m. I leave my house at 10 a.m. to get there in time. That's a bit ridiculous. I think you need a car. Oh, but I can't have a car. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, here's a mirror of Magnetic Lux. Ooh, every time I look at her, I think her, I get really confused because I don't know what I'm looking at. It's just one of those arts where there's just like so much going on, and like my eyes, they just like I just realized these are like eyeballs here or whatever. And I've looked at this card so many different times. But yeah, they did indeed go overboard for the fucking common, unfortunately. But this is the other common that we have, or I guess I shouldn't say this is the other common, because the other one was a rare. So this is the common grade 1 cycle that we have this set, where it's just if your opponent checks a trigger while on grade 3, you get 5k attack and shield. Which I, you know, is fine. I found these okay. But I'm hoping they don't do what they did for the previous anime set, where it was just like 10 different, I'm exaggerating, but it was actually like 6 different or 5 different cyclers that don't do anything. I'm hoping they don't do that again. Let's see what happens. We're already at like 3. I would Uber, but to go from Long Island to Queens is like $81. Queens, like Queens, New York. Like you're in Long Island. Another Diax art. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one. Then I don't know. We should link up sometime. Maybe you should go to Gotham. See if you can go to Gotham one of these days. And then that's it for cards of the day. Then we have a couple of things we just go over real quickly. First, we have the Primordial Cup, which is an event happening. It's a community run event that's happening in August. This one is invitational only, so you guys know. There are going to be 16 Vanguard's greatest fighters from all across history duking it out. You're going to be able to catch the action on YouTube and on Twitch. I may or may not be one of these fighters. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I could just move my day off to Friday since that would be easier. Yeah, that's usually when Gotham has their locals. I'd like to go there a lot more often, but usually I cannot. So yeah, make sure you check that out. But this is in August. Something that is happening more recent, I guess, is the Premier League, which is a league for Vanguard that started last year. And we're doing season 2. I shouldn't say we, but season 2 is happening this year. I played last season. I had an abysmal record of like 3 and either 2 and 8 or 3 and 7. Like, it was really bad. Not having the best. But yeah, you guys can sign up. You get drafted to different teams and you play throughout the week. It's a lot of fun. This year they've expanded it, so in addition to standard, there will also be premium, and also premium will not have the overturn. So something I look forward to. Also, they are going to be doing the JP restriction for Buff Sakura and all that jazz early. Or you guys tell me it's going to be dominated by by Buff Sakura. You're being requested to play like as a as a player or as like a captain. I'm gonna give into the power of reverse and become the best? No, don't do that. I have to fight reverse Bladmire. I don't have to deal with that. One of the VTubers doing their deluxe, they already did. They already did both deluxes. Last week, only 0 and 2 people showed up to my my 3 local stores. Thus, premium is indeed dying. Or 0 to 2 people showed up in your 3 local stores for premium. At least you guys have premium locals. Someone's honking their horn. I guess because they really like the stream. Thanks! But yeah, make sure you guys sign up. Maybe we'll be on the same team together. Who knows? Yep. And then, speaking of teams, we had the Ultimate Vanguard from Japan. As I've mentioned, this is a unofficial tournament scene in Japan, so it's not run by Bushiroad. But this is usually where you see a lot of the results come from that are not Bushiroad, right? And here is the I don't know if you guys can hear that. Here is the I think this is the top 8 or the top cut. I'm not entirely sure. But if you considered joining up, you should. It'd be a lot of fun. But as you can tell, Buff Sakura is quite popular still. This is pre-ban list, with Bat over here in 2nd place. Gorilla seeing a nice resurgence, or resurgence, I shouldn't say resurgence. As well as Shows Doji seeing some prominence, which is kind of cool. There's Kyrie, both Raziels, so that's kind of interesting, and then Vladimir as well. So pretty cool, pretty cool. However, you guys won't like this. In 4th place, we have Bat. In 3rd place, we have Buff Sagra using the new Ace unit, but keep in mind, 1 Barrier Lord. 2nd place, Buff Sagra using the new Ace unit as well. And 1st place, you guessed it, Buff Sagra, also using the new Ace units. Makes sense, because you can fit that into that deck. I believe that thing kills Barrier Lord, right? Oh my god. What is happening? Hate people. So there's a UPS truck. The UPS truck parked up front, and I guess someone can't fit. So it's a big pile up, and everyone's being jackasses and honking their horn. But anyways. Yeah, it turns out Buff Sagra is still good. Of course, this is like one of the few tournaments after the ban. We'd probably need to give it a little bit more time before some other things start propping up, so no Doom posting just yet. In a moment now, the spy will appear on a giant apple costume. Bro, we already outed you as the spy. Why are you trying to why are you trying to push blame? It's you. Hello? Running to Shamhabadi is interesting. I've also seen a lot of people running, yeah, this thing. I've heard people start running, and this thing as well. So pick these up, I guess, if you can, if they're not already gone. But I've seen that being played a lot. Yeah. This was what I was mentioning to you last time. Me. I think Hagen will make the Bulls will move. They can't move. I don't know. Some people are, but yeah, that was Ultimate Vanguard. We'll see if there's any tournaments this weekend and if things change up a little bit, right? We do have Festival Collection out in Japan, so we'll see if that does anything. Speaking of tournaments, I guess, here's results from the drop zone. So we had our big tournament weekend in celebration of set 7 coming out in English here. And we had quite a lot of interesting decks being played this entire weekend. So yeah, we do have Sacrifice Glass, we do have Dayusha, Night Rose, Harry, Eva, Prison, one single Buff Sagra, Shamot, Vestrog, by me, and also Aggro Sirens. I'm pretty sure Azim. Time. This day 1 tournament was won by Sacrifice Glass in 3rd, Eva in 2nd, and Buff Sagra in 1st. Hey Kula. It's a graph that contains 4 decks that I own. 4 decks that you own? What? Aggro Sirens, Dayusha, Night Rose, Prison? I feel like I got the first 3 right, so the 3rd one. Oh, Sharmut. Yes, I've heard you talk about that, damn it. I could have gotten that one, damn it. I know I've heard you talk about that deck before. Oh, damn it. That's on me. You own the Harry deck, or you're too late to upgrade it? I own it, I just don't like the way it plays. I never really liked Harry, to be honest. A-? Yeah, fair enough. I'll do better next time, Dad. I have Harry. I'm honestly more interested in playing Night Rose. Harry, just like in standard, just doesn't feel fun. Like I said, I never really personally liked Harry specifically. I like Lugia more. Harry just seemed a lot more like, I don't know what it is, but in standard, it's like, I hate Harry. Yeah, I guess I should just own up to it and make Harry my thing. Considering, right? But yeah. But that was day 1. Here's day 2. Day 2, we actually had 2 Night Roses. 1 Glass, 1 Olden, 1 Raziel Vita, 1 Gendiva Mask, 1 Jet, 1 Bat, 1 Varga, 1 Vestrug, another Bob Sagra, and a Claudine. And this was won by Bob Sagra in 3rd, Glass in 2nd, and Varga in 1st. This Varga is the same Bob Sagra from day 1, by the way. There's our little point. I mean, to be fair, I played into Bat round 1 and I won. So, and my deck's ass beyond ass. So I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't really mean anything at all. Yeah, Varga did indeed get 1st. Basically, you're basically racist to every dark state, to every other dark state deck that isn't Barrel. How am I what do you mean? I like I like every dark states deck. I just don't play Harry. Name another dark states deck I don't like except Chrono Jet. Because I don't like Chrono Jet. So it's probably I don't like Stride decks in dark states, which is fair to say. But literally every dark states deck I think I like. I don't like Odom, but I even like Odom. Right? Making biscuits. Oh, alright, Popeyes. Or cats. Cats make biscuits, right? I hate hair. I don't hate hair, I just don't like playing it in standard right now. Do I like timestamp? I don't dislike it. To be honest, I played against it, and it seems interesting. But it's definitely not something I personally like. But I don't dislike it. Make sure I empathize basically. This was the deck to check double triggers. What about Sacrifice Glass? Sacrifice Glass is like a weird one. I feel like now having played against it, I played against this fucking Sacrifice Glass player both times and lost to them both times, which sucks. So I would win round 1, go into fucking Lamp, and then lose, which sucked. But they're a really good player. But I kind of want to give it another shot. I found the deck interesting initially, but the fact that it was like a turn 10 deck or whatever put me off from it. But I do own the deck, so I might give it another shot. I hope we get Stride Silver. 1 second to throw the deck away. We would never. Bushiroad would never do that to me. It's because it can kill Valor Lords. That is one of the things that it can do, yes. Play against Glass on due days 2 with Lang and 1 due to me decking out. I mean, that is kind of the win con for Glass, specifically in that variant. Granted, it does make a huge difference because this Glass isn't really playing any of the new cards that came out in set 6. It's more so just backed up by good generics and good gameplay. But I see Curly playing Astroya deck one day. She's more playable. I literally played that deck yesterday. So take that. And I actually really enjoy that deck a lot because I think it's really cool. I used to play Astroya in set 9 before the mask, and I really liked it. Then the mask came out, and I hated that shit. I tried so hard to make that shit work, and it felt like ass. And now the new version, I actually really, really like it. I think binding your Persona Rise, having infinite Persona Rise essentially, using them as like crits, I think is really cool. It does suck that your older cards don't interact with them as well as like the as you would like, because it doesn't. You can have like 3 Astroyas in your bind zone, but they're not crits, which sucks. So that's the only thing that they have to fix. Is basically power creep all the old support and make them consider Astoria's crits essentially, and then I think the deck would be in a really good spot. But more Space Chickens for Heroic 1 box for... Was it 1 box? It was more than 1 box. It was more than 1 box. 1 per box. It was like 2 per box. Pretty sure. Members only video of Curly playing the new youth. I don't think y'all want to watch that. When I'm trying to make the Facebook point posting for Glasgow Station as the picture. I say picture, not really. Okay. But then the last day, it was just fucking revenge of the strides, I guess. Because we had 3 Chrono Jets, 3 Night Roses, X worst nightmare. He's shitting and farting right now. 1 Shoujo Doji, 1 Raziel Vita, 1 Greedon Mask, 1 Odium, 1 Culto Blaze, and then 1 Sacrifice Glass, where I forgot to, I think, put saturation off for. This was won by Odium in 3rd place, Jet in 2nd, and Night Rose in 1st place. How viable is Greedon now? Not much. It hasn't really gotten. I don't think it got really any of its support really did anything. I think the like cat that it got in like set 5 or 4 was like decent. That was it, but it doesn't really do anything crazy anymore. And I don't think any of the generics that come out help it that much. So it'll probably see another lease on life when we get the new Dark States 12 for Wrench. But it doesn't look like we're getting that in set 9 for whatever reason. So yeah, I don't think too great. I don't understand why they haven't just released those. Are they afraid that Magnolia Mask or like Leonord Mask are gonna be too good? I don't understand why they haven't just released those yet. But oh well. But anyways, that's been results from the drop zone. And with that, we can finally talk about Bird. For lunch instead, why? Aren't you like a stride kid? Click. Trying to pretend like that ain't you. Trying to pretend like that ain't your people. Give it one more check. So I have a lot of different ideas. He's wielding an axe. I thought it was a bow and arrow at first, but it's not. Here's the hilt, and here's the axe. That's a big ass fucking axe. Almost like a scythe, to be honest, but not like a scythe. It's just a big ass axe. CFA has still not updated for Broner. Whoops! I don't know what I did.
Booster set in Hardfight Vanguard, but was actually.
Let's go back here, start. How did I even do that? Doesn't make any sense. What did I press? What could I have possibly pressed? I don't understand. I pressed to go to the next slide, and that's somehow happened. I don't know. Sorry about that. Now I can't erase. Or I can't use my whiteboard all of a sudden. Okay. Where is it? There we go. I was on eraser. Okay. Alright, that was weird. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that.
Halo aura behind him isn't the weapon?
No, that's just. This is just for show. Because he's just that cool. Give me approximately the entire new deck? Yeah, okay. Shut your ass up. Anywho. Here is Enos, the Bouncer. Not the most exciting starter we've seen, to be honest. I feel like this year we've seen a lot of good starters. This might be the bottom of the barrel, unfortunately. Like, he's not horrible, but yeah, not feeling it, to be honest. So got jacked, yeah, essentially. But you know, right over him. Going second draw. Here we have Jagra, the fighter. So this says, when it's rolled upon Elcor the Smasher. I like the names that they have. I had a very similar naming scheme. I don't remember what it was, but it was something similar like this. When I had made my own card game a while ago, a long time ago, and it had like an animal-based deck, but it was like they were like assassins or something like that. But it was just something ridiculous like Fish the Cowboy or something like that, and it was just a fish with like guns. shout out ridiculous names like that, but it reminds me of that. So, kind of cute. Anyways, when this is rolled upon by Elcor the Smasher, you can discard a card from your hand, reveal a grade 3 card with Sky Ruler in its card name from your ride deck. Search your deck for up to one card with 6k or less. Grade 1 that is not a, I'm sorry, one card that is 6k or less, or 6k or less, grade 1 without Sandstone. Yes. Then you call it, shuffle your deck. There's not a lot of these, unfortunately, but Hoda Mushroom you can call with this. So I was originally thinking of a build, like I've been sort of thinking of builds for this deck all day, but I haven't been able to like put them into paper or anything like that. But I feel like there's maybe a build you can play with like tokens, because there's the like garlic mushroom, the garlic that you use for Claudine. It's like when a token stands, it stands itself, and like for each of your tokens it gets power, and then this allows you to call out the mushrooms. But just a thought. But this is really for another card that we'll see in a second. From Fighter to Smasher to Ruler, that's one hell of a promotion road. I'm all about it. I can vibe with this ride line. Probably won't play this ride line if I play this deck, but I can vibe with the naming convention so far. But here's Elcor the Smasher. When this is rolled upon by a grade 3 grader with Sky Ruler, its card name, you Soul Blast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose one, discard it, then choose a grade 2 or greater from your drop into your hand. I don't know why we couldn't just add a PG to hand. Library Dress can do it. I don't know why we can't do it. I think Alcalibra can do it. I don't know why we couldn't just do that, but whatever. Especially considering this is only on ride, you only ever get to do this one time per the entire game. I feel like it would have been okay. Azuri is indeed a Stoichia member before she transferred to Lyrical School. Wrong! She is not. She is from somewhere else, I'm pretty sure, because the Stoichia member was Medio. I don't know where the fuck Hazard is from, but I'm pretty sure it was Medio. That's where she has the panda. I remember being the big selling point when they revealed Medial to my fiance, because I was like, oh, you like Stoichia? Huh? And unfortunately I set her up for the worst lyrical girl of all time. Yeah, Medial Stoichia. There is Bunny who wants 6k though. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do. Sky Ruler just came out, right? The 6k or less isn't really it's okay, a specific thing though. So. I don't know where Hazard is from, but she has Spike Brothers in her blood. Yeah, definitely. But unfortunately, Lutetia is the one from Dark States. That's why I really like Lutetia. And then Michu, I think, was from Dragon Empire, but that might be a lie. I don't remember where they're all from. I think Leafa is from Keter. So that just leaves what, Brankate? For one of them. Michu's Brankate? Okay, maybe. Maybe she's Brankate, so yeah, maybe, I don't know. So maybe Hazard was supposed to be Dragon Empire, but I need your help again for Lyrical Cup. Oh boy. You need to fight against Medial? What's yeah, same thing. But the Secure Discard Caller goes bananas in this deck. Discard call. Oh, when you wait. Oh, the discard when you discard call it out. You mean? Burning down the kitchen. Oh boy. But speaking of the chicken. Here's Belger the Sky Ruler. So during your turn, if your drop has 10 or more cards, this unit gets 5k. If you have 20 or more, it becomes 15k instead of 5k. I don't like that it's only to the Vanguard. I wish it was like 5k to everyone and then he himself got 15k. That would have made, I feel like, this deck a little bit better. But, oh well. Then you can act once per turn. Cannon Blast 1, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose a card from among them, put it to your hand, and discard the rest. So that's okay, but you'll probably not use that effect a lot, considering that final skill here is act once per turn. At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. You can counterblast one and perform all of the one of the following. Either choose a column, stand all of your rearguards in that column, or if your opponent's Vanguard's grade 3 or greater and your drop has 15 or more, stand all of your rearguards. So full board restand, including whatever boosted him, I guess. Not that that really matters unless there's something that gets some sort of power buff. Why is he asking for 2 CB a turn? This gives you Rotovisor vibe? Yeah, you don't have to use the first skill. Or I should say the second skill, technically. You don't really have to use that. It would be nice if you could use that, but you don't have to use that. But yeah. Ambush is already getting her promo for the next waves of shot promo. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Neverlight's already got a promo, but stand a rearguard behind Vanguard just to establish dominance. Yeah, I mean, they might give him a booster. I can see him giving him a booster that, like, when this stands by the Vanguard effect, counter charge, give power. You know, there's some room there. If there's something that says if I'm targeted by the Vanguard skill, or I don't think this might not be targeting, but if I stand, like, there's some room there, but I don't think it's explored right now. Back row attacks after standing. I mean, I guess you could do that too. Give us another broken promo for Berbbbb, which we may not get. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He'll probably be a tournament promo if anything. Because we already have the Youthquake promo, so I don't think he'll be another Youthquake promo, but we'll see. Then for the support cards, we have the Follower Rabbits. This is a 5k grade 1 double rare. That during your turn, it gets 1k for each of your rearguards with the same name as this unit, including itself. So maximum 9k if you have 4 of them. I originally thought this was 6k, which is kind of whack. They should have made this 6k, but the fact that it's 5k, I think means that it works with that order that you use for tokens. So there's that. So you give it 10k and bounce it technically to your hand. Yeah, I'm unfortunately rocking a goatee. It might not last long, we'll see. To show my fiance, see how she feels about it, but if I lost like 30 pounds, maybe I'd like it more. But we'll see. Go here. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it feels like. I feel like an evil other dimension version of myself. So quick display. This order actually works with this little bunny because it is 5k original attack. So even if it gets power from its first effect, you still give it 10k, which is decent. So that's something to consider, especially considering it's 3k and you have the capability to do a lot of order shenanigans. Before Ike tells me like, no, actually the best version to play it is without orders or whatever, but that's kind of cute. No, Ike actually agrees with me, and something must be wrong. I wouldn't be sad if the decision would be to get rid of it. Yeah, that's fair. So one follower goes to damage, GG. I mean, you can heal it out because you can call it from drop. What deck does my fiancé main? She mains Magnolia. Right now she's playing Night Rose, which is the deck she also plays in Premium. But the other effect is that this cost, you can instead do Counterblast 1, discard 1, and you can call 3 instead of 1. But on place, you can discard 1, reveal Sky Ruler, or if your Vanguard is Sky Ruler, to call one of these from your deck or drop. But if you do Counterblast 1 and discard 1, you can call all 3 of them. So insane deck thinning, and fills up your entire board, which is kind of nuts, to be honest. But yeah, just don't let it go to damage. Just take 1 damage. Make sure it the plan is to like take 1 damage only, go into grade 2 with the effect of the grade 1, call this out, and then Counterblast, discard 1, so then call a full board. And you have 9k attackers, and then you can play the order and they all become 19k. Yeah. And then you can play the Tetra, the 3k Tetra Fault. So I call something else if you really wanted to. But yeah, but that does fill up your drop that way too. Who would suggest not playing orders? You, somehow. Because we're usually on opposite wavelengths. Oh man, I'm so sore. Rabbit is stronger rush and faster meal. Mushroom is more stable and less resource spent. Yeah. We can discard 2 from hand to call 2. I mean, no. You can search for up to a total of 3, and you counterblast 1, discard 1 to search up to 3. Otherwise, you discard 1 to get 1. Unless you mean, yeah, the costs don't combine. It's either you pay discard 1 to get 1, or you pay counterblast and discard 1 to get up to 3. It's not tacked on top of it. Hey, Devilish. Yeah, I feel like you have to play orders in this deck to supplement it. Then we have here, which is why I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably not playing the Ride line. I'm probably gonna play not Frozen Resentment. I want to try Frozen Resentment, but I might end up having to play Rancor Chain, but we'll see. This is practiced Mustela, which just says on Guardian Circle, if you have Sky Ruler, Soul Blast 1, this gets 5k shield. If you have 15 or more cards to drop, this gets 15 instead of 5k. This card kind of annoys me because this common is like one of the prime examples of my issues with the nation system, because of the fact that would it have really been that bad for Sturkea, a nation that generally, for the most part, deals with the drop zone? Would it have been that bad for any deck in Sturkea to be able to Soul Blast 1 to get 5k shield? If you have 15 more than a drop, it becomes 15k. Would that have really been that big of a deal to have this not be name locked for a common specifically? Like, I don't even think this is going to be played in the deck overall because it's locked to grade 3. Would that really be that bad? I don't know. Like, even like in like Night Rose, the premier filling up drop deck or whatever, I don't think this would be played, right? Because I don't think you'd rather use your soul on other stuff. 20k shield is like alright, but you know, so I wish they would just be a little bit more loose with these restrictions. But in any case, that is that guy. Then we have ourselves here Heavy Spike Grizzly. During your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Sky Ruler and you're dropping 10 or more, this gets 10k in boost. So this is alright. I don't like that it's also locked to turn 3 because I feel like this deck does a lot better the more aggressive you are, the earlier you are. The fact this is locked to turn 3 is kind of whack, but I feel like a majority of these cards should not be name locked. I agree. Philander at home, but useless? What does this have to do with Philander? Just because of the boost? Just because of the power? Huh. Your turn 2 has 4 Rabbits, so it hardly affects much. Yeah, but being able to do something else different would have been nice. So this is like fine. This obviously is way stronger than the Rabbits unless you play the order. Then the last card we have here is Thruster Vixen, whose first effect is actually generic. On players on rear, other than by a unit's card ability, you retire a rear guard with a different name from this unit. Then you search your deck or drop for 1 card with the same card name as that unit called to rear guard circle. And if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. So this technically, for free, lets you refresh a unit's on-place ability, or rear guard's on-place ability, as long as it's not a unit that has to be played from hand. Because you can literally just retire. Because the way I'm reading this, right, you retire 1 rear guard. So let's say, I don't know, Philander is a bad example, but let's say you retire Philander, right? Because you retire Philander because it's not the same name as her. Then you search your deck or drop for 1 card with the same name as that unit and call it to rear. So you can just call the same unit back. And if Philander had an effect that was, you know, on place and not from hand, you can just play it again. I can't think of any good examples, right? Where this would be useful, but does it say this unit? Up to 1 card with this. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I thought this was used to like call something else. Never mind, this is trash. Why would I want to call this? Never mind, my reading comprehension is bad, but why would I call this? That makes no sense. Calling another unit would make sense. but just for this part, all right, never mind. That's kind of ass. My entire outlook on this deck changed on this one card. Never mind. Search your deck or drop for up to one card with the same card name as this. I should have said that unit. It's cheating until I get caught, yeah. Why is this card so bad? It's on place. Why does it affect continuous? Also, it's a triple rare, yeah. But it's still technically generic. But why would you want to call this another deck? If it at least got boost, maybe I could see it. Maybe in the future, the game plan is to have a lot of the same named units a la Bloom, but not really there right now. Like, I get it's a 10k attacker and 10k shield. For its second effect, during the battle phase, if you have Sky Ruler, you mill 1, and then to your opponent's next turn, this gets 10k at 5k attack and shield. But if you have 15 or more cards and drop, it gets another 5k. But like, why would you want her to boost when she's a 15k just intercept? Why would I retire Rearguard just to get another copy of her? Just to have 10k? Man, that's crazy. The difference that one word makes. Because if this was just that, as that unit, that would have been insane. But yeah, this is kind of whack. Clear the rabbit in the front row? Sure, I guess. I guess that feels robbed. But, maybe if we get a unit that says if I'm retired, do something to make this feel a little bit better, but this is kind of whatever. Gonna be hands and other on place greater ones. Why would you clear up with Alvenia? She's a 10k booster. Unless you have a way to bring her back to hand. Yeah. This might be the cheapest. This might be the cheapest Stoichea triple rare in a long time. But this works when called by an order. Sure, but might not boost orders. You can call another booster. I don't think Stoichea has a boost order. They have the hostage package, but I don't think they have any other way to get boost, unfortunately. 2 20k B sticks every turn, I guess. So that I can swing for 29k twice. I don't know about that. Grade 1s for this deck is Philander. Yeah, I guess with Philander, this would be decent because it would be 38 both swings, which is like decent. 48 on Persona Ride is pretty good. Cause that's 48 twice. Not 29, 38. What? Add 15k in a crit. Yeah, of course, if you play Nectar, the number would change. Not 29, 100 million, because if you check the over trigger, like, shut the hell up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't even call this card by a card's ability to reach its effect again. Yeah, which I guess is like whatever. It's gonna sit there. You intercept with it, but yeah, it's kind of whatever. Side with this, thank you. Different Horn Beast, more Mona, retire, call grade 2, then add another Mormona to hand. Is that an actual card, or you just make that up? Call it an order and it'll work. Sure. That's a lot of different orders to play. I mean, you can only play one in a turn. A grade 1. Oh, is that the squirrel? No, see. More. No. M-R-O. M-O-R, I should say. No, I can't do half word search. I'm in Stoichea, right? Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh, I'm in order. That's why. Duh. That's why it doesn't come up. Oh, this thing. This is on your opponent's turn, though. Unfortunately. Yeah, if this unit is retired from rear during your opponent's turn, and your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can search your deck for up to one card with the same name as this and call it out. No, unfortunately. And Alvina is also 10k booster, and she can also bring back Philander. I guess. I don't know why would you bring back Philander? It's not like you use an effect again, unless you just meet from drop. I never read its K. I literally fucked up like a minute ago, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Originally thinking that this could like refresh on place effects. The fact that it doesn't do any of that is kind of whack. Like that this just calls herself is kind of whack. Like it is a free body. And like, you know, a 10k attacker, I'm sorry, a 20k attacker with 15k shield is like pretty good to get 2 of those on board, so that's not horrible. So you probably will play 4 of these, but this could have done more. I feel like I can see that this isn't horrible, but and I have to mill each time. I would have liked it if it had like a, I wish this was like a continuous effect for this part or something like that. Like I wish this part was like beginning of battle, etc. Discard, get 5k, and then had another effect that was continuous. If you have 15 or more, then you get 10k or something like that. So that way you don't have to mill every single turn just to get power. But yeah, it's a better card that they have. It doesn't mean much for what they have. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. The grid. This is fine. 10k booster is fine. I just don't like that it's locked to grade 3. This is whatever. The rabbit is like fine for a cute little turn 1-2 play. The fact that all these cards make you discard kind of sucks for not much of a benefit. Which I know there was a huge discussion about this in a Discord, but I feel like you kind of have to play draws in this deck because you're not plussing in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. The rabbit is such fake advantage, yeah. I mean, CB1, discard 1, get 3, get 4 units. No, it's CB1, discard 2. Yeah, so I don't know if that was what Boyang was saying, but it's technically, because you have to, it's like discard 3. You discard 3 cards. You discard 3 fucking cards. Because you discard 1 card to ride. Then you go into the grade 2. Then this says discard another card, so that's 2 cards. Then you have to discard a 3rd card for the rabbit and CB1. Just to have a full board of rabbits on grade 2 that are all just maximum 9k. I could have literally just played the 3 cards that I discarded from my hand and probably had about the same kind of advantage at that point. So I don't know about that one. Several cards are going to be cheap, generics that are going to make this deck expensive. Yeah, the deck should be hella cheap, especially considering the perception of it. I feel like it's better than people are giving it credit for, but I do feel like we could have done a little bit more. I don't think I think you're only going to be playing this, and I feel like the bunnies might get dropped as well as the rest of the ride line. Skylure himself, I think, is solid. Right, restanding the whole board is solid. But yeah, they could have done slightly better choices with this. You want to lower, but it's hard. And I feel like once I get my hands on it, I'd have a different opinion on it. But as of right now, I can't do it. You're discarding well-struck amounts of cards for none of the benefits. That's the best way to put it, unfortunately. You're discarding and paying well-struck amounts of counterblasts for literally a like quarter of the benefits, which is kind of ridiculous. So Yolanda is a funny tech to finish clearing up the rabbits past turn 2. Bro wants to have no cards. He wants to fucking counterblast 1, discard 3 to get bunnies, and then immediately eat the bunnies. But it still doesn't change the fact that you can now bird up. Yeah, you can indeed bird up. I wish this was in CFA. I wish I could have modded it, because I'm very curious to try this out. But I feel like reading the cards does not help. Really quickly, this is what the Seek looks like. Again, not a Magna Rare. Maybe they'll have the Magna Rare, Manga Rare also, but I don't see how this card will have 5 different forms: regular, SR, FFR, Seek, and then the Manga Rare. I feel that's a bit much, but who knows? They also announced this. For whatever reason, I guess we're just doing this now on side sets, non-anime sets, where we now have SCRs, energy cards of the original cast. So we have Aichi, Kai, Megumi, Misaki, Kaori, Ren, and Asaka. I am going to kill every single person until I get a bunch of these Kaori energy cards. But these look pretty nice. I honestly feel like Misaki is gonna be impossible to get. Her art looks the prettiest. I feel like second, unbiasedly, is Kamori. And I feel like all the other ones are kind of whatever, to be honest. I feel like they could have done more. I guess the Kai one is okay, but I feel like they could have done something crazy with Ren, right? They could have paid their bills with Ren and they just gave him this basic ass look. I feel like, personally, maybe you guys feel differently. Aichi's Aichi, but he's whatever. And in Asuka, same thing. Same thing, she's just kind of there. Personally, I feel like they could have done a little bit more. Yeah. That's just, it's pretty subjective. Chi and Ren, yes. I like my first idea. Magna Rares? Yeah, sure. I'll get on the horn with Ek and make him do that. I'm gonna stop copying bosses. They will not stop copying bosses. These look so good. Perhaps I'd probably change my mind once I see them in person, because the previous ones I wasn't too psyched about. They look really pretty in person. The only character that matters here is Ren, I guess. I'm gonna sell my kidney to get a set of Ren energies. Good luck with that. That's probably gonna be the second most expensive one. I feel like, but maybe it'll be more expensive than Misaki. Who knows? He's do nothing for me. Why is Asuka? Yeah, femboy right shirt. Not really femboy. He's just in a shirt and pants. That all I have to be to. I'm in a shirt and pants. You can't see my pants, but I wear button up sometimes. Does that make me a femboy? No. It's just thin like every pro tag. Yeah. Asuka is there, so Misaki looks better by comparison. I don't know about that. Also, isn't her name actually it's Asaka, not Asuka? Take that. So you guys are always shitting on the way I say stuff. It's with an A. It's ASA. There's no U. So take that, all 5 of you. Get owned. Fake fans. Bro, shut up. I'm gonna remember this the next time I say in Largo or something like that. Because I'm more like 1 letter off. But I'll remember this. I think she's the most boring one though. Like, they look like fine. I just feel like for an energy card that's like 1 per case and it's like $100 to get, they could have done a little bit more. I feel like this is like something that would look nice on a postcard, I feel like. But like, I'm not saying I have to do something crazy, but I feel like they could have done more. But whatever. Is it right just now? Oh well. Don't get used to it because I forgot how I said it. Asuka is the one from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Yes. I mean, this for as long as I want. Great, thanks. Curly will be happy. If I pull the Kai energy, I will literally rip it in half. I won't even sell it. I will be furious and rip this in half. So E-Squad uses it for the plot, so she gets a mistake here. How rude. You still can't pronounce Yugmashad? The conditioning is working. Unbelievable. You guys, what fucking cyberbullying works. Okay. Boy, unbelievable. Hey y'all. Last thing is just we finally get to find out the Braven collab next Tuesday. Apparently they can also use D-Legion. So we'll see what that's all about next Tuesday. I will probably not be streaming next Tuesday or Thursday, just so you know. Definitely not Thursday, because I'll be in LA for BSF Long Beach, and I'll probably take off Tuesday as well. So the next Tuesday after that, we'll have a big catch-up stream to talk about all this stuff. But, I will be here this Thursday for Heart Ruler. And that's that. Really wish CFA would update. But I would like to do some theory crafting, but like I don't feel like proxying the cards. You know, just in CFA, like just picking a card and making pretend it's another card, it's just too much work. Which I know sounds dumb, but no, it's not gonna work. Alright. Yep, CFA is not updated, unfortunately. It is what it is. So we can finally, what has it been playing? Okay, something has been playing, because I know sometimes it just stops playing music. You guys just listen to me talk, which I guess is a compliment that you guys are fine with it being quiet. But yeah, it probably won't be till tomorrow. I got too happy that they updated it while I was streaming one time, but yeah, I don't think those days are ever gonna happen ever again. I don't know jobs in the US, but I'd like to have, but I still have to move to the US because of it. I was thinking of going to a place where there's a lot of Vanguard. Where would I recommend? A place that has a lot of Vanguard. Either Philadelphia, apparently, New York, several different pockets of what is it called, California. So all the expensive places, essentially. There is apparently some kind of scenes in Florida, but those are the big places I know off the top of my head. Anyway, let's play some Dear Days, Cardified Vanguard, Dear Days 2. Yeah, the West Coast has a good amount. Play Lamphead? I would rather not. That sounds miserable. In Dear Days, like at least in person I can play fast. I literally can't do that in Dear Days. Dear Days takes I swear, Dear Days takes longer than it does to play in person. It's insane. Play Tree? Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna play Tree. Power plus. Not even that, it's just the fact that it takes just so long to do anything. The fact that, you know, Glass can't really win until like turn 10 anyways, right? So.
CurlyHairedVanguard, Dear Days 2.
And this off, right? I guess we can just use the game audio for the sake of doing it. Lower it. It's over here. that. Here, hold on. My bad, it's gonna take like 1 hour for a full turn, bro. Hopefully they time out. So I've been playing a lot of Grace just to grind up, get some points. And I really like this Grace build. I'm hoping that I can finally get this card. This Boyang hexed me out of being able to get this card, but I really like this build. Except I'd like to replace these two and this with something in the future that does what it does, but better. But it's been working out pretty well. The other thing I was working on was I was specifically playing this in story mode with VP so that I can get full max rarity for Taruka in Dear Days. I'd never be able to own any of these cars, like this fucking Eureka I'd never be able to own. So I was saving up points to do that. And I've also been working on fucking Astrum. This deck is fucking stupid. I've been trying my best to make this dumbass deck work, and it's pretty bad. He has it in the name, but for frame, Astrum. I played Dear Days 2 of the magazine deck on stream. I did. It was horrible. Kyoka? Yeah, it was horrible. It was absolutely miserable. I had like I think one good game, and then I had one abysmal game. I had like two abysmal games, two good games. It was so bad. Don't say never, but she might collab with you and give Mega Rare card. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that, unfortunately. But in the spirit of Bird, I was thinking I can play my Cristianos list that I won't show you until I get into a fight, so you guys can't complain about my list. Did I hear black? No, because he's not in this game. So it doesn't matter. And he will never be in this game, so it does not matter. Yep. Hopefully the list is like fine, but we'll see. Even the crossover support card in Festival is Ass and Astrum. Kinda, yeah, unfortunately. Pretty bad. I mean, there's some hope, right? Some things can work, but yeah, it's not great. I'll be honest, it's not great. Deck needs so much to do what it does. It's like, I feel like it could be good, but yeah, the fact that they made Precia CB1 was so stupid. And second, you have time to log in, good. I have to deal with their bullshit ass Chrono Jet Rush when I'm playing a quick start fucking deck. Yes, I am playing the Troutman himself, and I've literally never hated a card more. Like, I feel like I've never turned on a card more than I have on this guy, because I try to defend this guy as much as possible, but like, he sucks. He just sucks so much, like, so bad. I wonder if they're actually playing Coyote. Very on brand, considering everything. I feel like I've played this person before, Dr. Berbbbb. Huh. Sounds familiar. But yeah, the plan is with Broccoli, since Broccoli is always going to be a 15k attacker unless I play against a retire deck, and I can draw with it. That is the plan. And I invest my CB into Broccoli to draw cards, because that's the only way this deck can plus, right? We'll see what use I can get out of it. And then this is super great. I cannot wait until we get this in English, because this gives you soul, which is like kind of whatever. But it allows you to get your nectar from drop, which is really good. Cruiser Rush is gonna be worse. Okay, cool, even worse. Thanks. Please kindly never match into me ever again. Please let me have fun while I play this game. Thank you, goodbye.
ダメージチェックね
I have not played this. I don't think I played this on stream in forever. Is this like max rarity? This might be max rarity, that's crazy. But yeah, I feel like I haven't played this on stream in forever, but I've actually been playing the game. Because I have it on the Steam Deck. All I do is grind in story mode and test out different decks. And lately it's been the quick start decks, but now that I'm up to Marlene, I don't want to test her because I feel like her deck becomes drastically different with set 7 stuff than it does what's available in days. I got a match with a bad deck with another one, no? I say Roar was a bad deck. Bold of you to call this out so early. I do want the counter blast, so I guess I'll take this. I want to play, but I'm not about to get the DLC. Yeah, that's fair. Fortunately, that is very reasonable, considering. Oh, you're gonna bounce it back with this. Okay, fair enough. Forgot about this thing's effect. I I made some money from selling my set 7 extra stuff from the case I had, and I finally got it from TCG Player, and I immediately spent it on high rarity triggers for Kairi. Sure, one of us. So I got 2 more Fluffy Girls FR, of course she did. I got 2 more Fluffy Girl FRs. I got the Georgina FR. Even though I gave one away at BSF, I got 4 of those. And then I got the Astasis Misa girl, the crit for Kairi. Not in LSR because it's been sold out. Or it's like $60. I think it's $60. But I got the 2 of them. Come on, man. Unbelievable. But I got the triple rare version. Someone listing for Lascadia? I can't believe that's still there. I have to update those listings, to be honest. I feel like I may or may not be overcharging for stuff right now. One of the annoying things is having to constantly update your listings. More annoying for me because I feel like people will be like, why are you charging $50 or whatever? Not exaggerating. $50 for this card, it's not worth $50. And I was like, it was. It's just, you know, it was like 10 months ago or whatever the fuck I put up the listing. It just isn't anymore. Let's swing back first. And I can intercept with this, since I will have access to 2 of this guy. And I can discard this for a ride. And I can call Shark, I guess, also. Dr. Brady, it's a Brazilian Vanguard streamer. Oh, interesting. I guess that's where I know the name from. I'm pretty sure I faced off against them before. I have Nectar, but I'm not going to be able to use it. I don't think. Unless... I don't think I'm going to be able to use it, but we'll see. Depending, I mean, it is Kairi, so the grade 2 turn is not going to be, or the grade 3 turn, I should say, it's not going to be that big, but yeah. Once they're so cheap to build right now, I mean, yeah. Get him while you can. He's probably going to spike a little bit for set 8, but he's not seeing any results. He's going to spike again when Black comes out. And then after that, he's going to be pretty cheap until he gets new support. Look at my latest Kuchan is build before selling off the equivalent of a bus ride. Untrue. Fake Cristiano's fan spotted. Imagine selling this deck off. Unbelievable. Fake ass fan. Wallstra plummets? Well, I mean the Wallstra pieces. Like, for example, Freiheit. And stuff like that. It's probably gonna go up when Black comes out. So. Challenge back when the baby was revealed. Whack. Gone are the days when Freiheit was mandatory card for various brand decks. He was playing like one other deck, Avantgarda, and that was literally it. It was the most nonsensical thing. why that guy was expensive. Just because hypothetically he could be played in different decks. But he was literally only played in Avangarda, and that was it. That was the only other deck that can play him. It was so silly. And it's only till just now that it got removed because of the order does what Fryhead does, but better. I tried to get down today without the ugly ass grade 2 from the from set 7 to grade 1 from Festival. From Festival is so much better, yeah. I have unfortunately changed my mind, and I agree. This is only 10k, so I have to give them something else, right? Fortunate. I guess I can PG the Vanguard, discard this. You have also guys deck lying around somewhere, but I have no idea how to upgrade it. You're not putting Tiz cards in the deck. You can't use Tizark anyways, so don't. You can put Lamini in the deck. I have a list if you want. But you are going to need a couple of other staples, unfortunately. So, okay, key unit is Maple? Absolutely not. Unfortunately, Maple and Stoikea only really saw play, and I don't think it really saw any actual, like, I've seen it played in decks, but like, consistent use in the deck, I don't think it ever really did. For Stoikea. You need to waste your good challenge call on it because Rarity Feist calls it out. I could not. What are you talking about? He only calls grid while you're lost. I was about this, but I could discard this, I guess, and use it for this, even though it's still gonna be 20. Yeah, exactly. It was played in like Magnolia Elder and stuff like that. That's it. I can't think of any other deck that it was really played on. So, even in Keter, oh my god, I'm dead. Even in Keter wasn't even that massively played. Yeah, it calls a grade 1 or written over. Yeah. So yeah, use the reverse sacrifice, so why not Maple as the sacrifice? You can revive and revive. What's Stoikea deck? Name 2 Stoikea decks. The things that make me happy, fair. Unfortunately, I'm dead here. Unless I hit a defensive. So that's great. Because this is 5k for the grade of my unit. So that's 10. It just goes up to 20. Bastion does not need an inform. Bastion can rot in hell. Could care less about that deck. He does not need a 4th new form. Come on. Heal trigger. Nope. Alright, fuck me. Man, look at her. No, I won't get her this lifetime. Yeah. I should have. There's literally nothing I could have done, actually. The fact that they check crit both grade 3, both drive checks is what it is. But here's the last. I don't really think there's anything I can do to it, to be honest. Ideally, I would take out this for the Festival Collection card, but there's not really much else that I can do right now, unfortunately. So. Whoops, did not mean to press that. How else will it compete with the likes of Raziel and Berbbbb? It doesn't. It fucks off for a while, and then maybe in 2 years it can get a new form. It literally got a new form last year. Was it last year? Might have been the year before. I don't care. But there we go. God damn it. It was my fun. Alright, child, let's be depressed. Oh, God, go to the bathroom, give yourself a haircut. New form achieved. Was Bastion that annoying when it was meta? It was barely meta, except for like sets 1 and 2. And it was the most fraudulent deck that ever frauded in its entire life. This is actually not half bad, except I'm gonna have trouble discarding afterwards. Yeah, exactly. It was good. These sets 1 and 2, and then set 12. And that's it. Even then, it was really good. The meme deck, if I win skill difference, okay, sure thing. Good luck, have fun. Can't wait to get rushed and get hit with OT. Wasn't a bad deck. I'm sorry, I have zero respect for that deck, and I don't think I ever will. But no offense to anyone that plays the deck, but yeah, I got fucking double flame. But I think I will. Or he does some dumb shit where it's like, I'm turn 1, I retire your board. Like that dweeb from the Sky Ride manga? Keeps trying to say Sky Ridge. Sky Ride. I don't know what the fuck Sky Ridge is, but I keep trying to call it that. Okay, good. I need the counterblast anyways for this thing. So. If he checks LT, I might turn off the stream. Okay. I love how bro is like, oh, it's a meme build, bro. It's just Rora. What's meme about this shit, bro? It's just Rora. If I can get a heal, that'd be insane. If I can get a heal, that would be so insane. I guess I can discard this, call it back. I don't really have anything else right now, so. Sky Ridge is a Pokemon set? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, I don't know why I always call Skyride that. And I always have to think like, oh. Sometimes I call it Stardust Blade, or I call it, ooh. Okay, so I can pick up the order with her, because I have her in drop. If I heal it out, even better. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. I was trying to play Reserve Sim. Yeah, that's why I said all fun gone. So I don't have any greater on space to call this. I think I actually want this, but I don't. I'll do this because I don't have another copy of the Grade 3 right now. Going to something good. I'll take that. I'll take that. I've started playing the. Oh, that's what it is. So I put in the Pride Cycler, the Gay Cycler in Cristianos, because like you're not. It's really hard to get advantage or to get any cards in hand or get any shield. So why not literally generate shield with the Persona tickets? So. Is my audio not synced? That could be possible. I could do this. Might be the game audio. That it's split up. Do I need Counterblast for next turn? No, right? Just for, I guess, Cristiano, so I can take one. I can intercept with this, make use of its 10k shield, hopefully. That was a cool animation, I don't think I've seen that. Oh, he's playing that nonsense, okay. Now I can call this girl and this guy to the front row. And then I can call this girl. Oops. I can call this girl. Maybe get my order. I can hit a heal, maybe. You know, a copy, but person is not a problem, Mr. K. Not always, no. Yeah, but he's not. Maple's not that good. I don't think it was ever really that good, to be honest. Not even good in the deck it's actually for Thegria, to be honest. Barely does anything in that deck. So. Maple and Vlad might have this level more problems. If only had the option to. Honestly, if you can Soul Blast out, if you can like Soul Charge or Maple, Soul Blast it out, call it from drop a return, maybe. Yeah. I guess knowing that he has this, he's gonna play the order. The order is only if the attack hits, right? Yeah. But unfortunately, this is gonna be a stupid number. So he has this to get the order. So this is gonna be what? 1929. So I can do this and this, I guess. Or I can do this and this. Put me at... That puts me at 25. Yeah, so I have to do this and this. And then I can use this. That way he doesn't get the order back, and then I can beat his ass, hopefully, because he only has 2 cards, or we'll have 3 cards, I should say. I guess we can take this. Thankfully he didn't check anything else. Okay, and check the defensive. That makes things so much easier, because now I can just do this. Block this attack, and it doesn't get the on hit to bounce it back. Also, this is only 20, so I can literally drop this for it. He's gonna swing into that. What a cunt. What an absolute cunt. Ugh, I hate him so much. 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 I can't believe... Is this enough? No. I hate him so much. I just don't want him to get the crit back to hand. Yes, please be good boys and girls in chat. Por favor. This will be 20. I can technically 1 card PG, but I kind of want to hope that I hit the heal so I can get the order. So I can get the order back to hand. Not that it would matter really, I'm not gonna be able to play it. It'd be stonks. No, instead another copy goes to the fucking damage. Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. Should've gotten the shark. Oh well. Right here. Yeah! I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah! I guess he had to go do something. Okay. Perfectly timed. Perfectly timed as soon as I ride. That's so funny. Seems so behind with the audio? It's so strange. Is it me? My lips not matching when I talk, or is it the game audio? Oops. Let's go. Makes up for the loss plus a little bit more. He plays a real deck, sure. Alright, I think I can maybe play one more. Clearly Cristianos is a superior deck. So let's play a shit tier deck. So we got one win with Cristianos. That's already more than I'll ever have in a lifetime. So let's let's go even further below. Even further below into worser deck territory. Excuse me. So what we got here? Fusion. They had a very pretty symbol, so I'm assuming they were higher ranked than me, but they had no name, no deck box, no title, no nothing. No sleeves. This is a bot? I guess not, because they're taking a lot of pick. Technically, I want to go first. Imagine they're surprised when they think I'm fucking playing Wellstrom. I don't really want this. I don't really want any of this right now, to be honest. That's okay. Interesting. Don't laugh. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to laugh as soon as you said don't laugh. Yes, go ahead. Discard this. Really Sundere check? Sundere check? What are you talking about? That's not that. Because I need the fucking one counter blast anyways. Fortunately. So we here. Is indeed Astroya. Okay. First with the Claudine orders cheese, which is a stupid fight. I mean, it's the only thing I can really see, I guess, competitively, if you want to put it that way, with your deck working. Labrador good? Yeah. You mean like right now in Deer Days? It's alright. In physical TCG, set 7? In my earbuds watching on my phone, I thought I had my PC headphones on, which is why the audio wasn't matching. Oh. It's okay. That happens to all. Sorry. I take this. Bird not meta, we all know, but Bird fun, open to doing super cheese things. Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's a lot of potential in terms of fun. Not right now, but I get crushed by Impaldio. Impaldio? I've been hearing a lot of people having troubles against Impaldio randomly. Which is interesting. No. I didn't laugh. I was just merry and full of vigor for life in general. It makes me want to chuckle. Wasn't a laugh because of the thing you said. No. I had already forgot what you said. What did you say? I don't even remember anymore. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Polished buff here. I don't get it. Remember that one week where freaking Impaldio was like topping? And everyone was just like, yo, Impaldio, this is crazy! And then a week later, it disappeared. We'll at least get a promo and feature support yet. Grand price cyclers for even more tanky? That makes sense. The crit support has no PGs easy. I mean, I can do. Yes. No. I mean, yeah. Aside from Valley Lords, I don't think Basagra is terrifying. But yeah, once she gets going, she gets going. She doesn't do jack shit in the early game at the very least. And most of her hand is like fake. And that doesn't really mean too much, unfortunately. So cool thing is, I can discard this. All this deck is designed to discard, which sucks. But hopefully we get some better support for it in the future. And yes, I did try the discard cycler from set 3, it does not work out really well. I also need Soul, at least in the set 7 variant. Here, it's probably a little bit better. So, fortunately, we're going to get our order. It's very not good. And, they're going to read our order and be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be show my fucking out there, man. Luck is a part of skill or whatever. Hello? Okay. It's not a lot of text on this card for you to have to read that long. We can counterblast one here. We can do this 5 IQ play. Literally 5 IQ. No, I did not missay that. Or we call this guy. Crazy card, released one time, never reprinted, no other rarities. You can Soul Blast 1, draw 1, discard the Blitz guy, get 5k. Since I discarded during my turn, Blitz guy is like, hey yo, I'm a cute wolf boy. I'm gonna put myself in a soul, and now I countercharge. It's like I never discarded to begin with. It's crazy, I know, right? And then we're gonna call this out for the rush. Like with ice cream cake? Whole ass ice cream cake? Damn. You. I thought this card would have been really good and playable. But yeah, this deck feels great. Not Astrum. Astrum feels like garbage. Astroya feels great in set 7. It could feel a lot better. I feel like. I hope it actually does get some support. Red Velvet. Good God. Ooh, very nice. If I can get the promo grade 1, I'll be in a really good spot. I don't really have a way to search that out right now. I could try and draw with this. See? I'm swinging for 15. I forgot what deck it was that came out. I think it was Avantgarde was one of them that this was played in initially. And I know part of it was because you could like draw. You could discard that one guy and call him out or whatever. But I forgot what deck came out. Was it Messiah? I don't remember. Some deck that had come out where this became relevant. Probably because like a Milte tweet. Milte tweet. This guy became relevant. He was getting like bought out, but I don't remember why that was. I don't remember what deck it was, to be honest. Okay. Into hand. PG to drop. Helicopter in the sky. And crit to soul. Fair enough. And they play whatchamacallit. Interesting. I forgot you can use this on turn 2. So CB1, Energy Blast. Right. Soul Blast 1, Energy Blast 3. Put a crit or an Astroya into soul. They put an Astroya. And call something from drop. Pretty good. Insane card. Bifronz is actually like $50 or something like that. I don't know why. I randomly looked her up. And her base copy is like hella expensive. Discarding Philia? That's insane. Are we gonna play another Bifronz? Get it back or something? No. Okay. I mean, I guess you can just get Philia next turn. She isn't active this turn, so I guess that's fine. That makes sense. So I don't have a crit or anything, so I just have to take this here. Ow. Okay. Hopefully I can get a defensive, because I can't really guard the other attack. Otherwise, I might die again immediately. Here. Okay, that sucks. Would have liked to have drawn into that, but I guess with all this counterblast I'm gonna have, I don't really need it. Alright, I really would have liked to draw into that. So I think I just take this next attack, hope that I hit a heal, of which I have 3, so I can heal up the promo, and then next turn I'll be in a really good spot. where I can set up 3 orders. Let's see. It was $25 according to CD Player. Okay, that's still a lot, considering. But I feel like she was a bit more expensive, but she was definitely way cheaper. I don't know why she suddenly spiked up so high. Yeah, set 2 of the Vines was such an insane set looking back on it. Like, I feel like it's crazier than set 1 even. Like, we got the Order Cyclers in that. We got Flam Glam in that. We got Bifrons in that. We got so much in that. So I'm gonna try and high roll here. I'm gonna discard my order. Go into Astrum here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my order, because the promo lets me play an order from drop. That's why I was trying to discard it, or why I was trying to play it, I should say, specifically. Good thing. And go ahead and try and I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this first. I didn't get what I needed. Unfortunate. Activate this first. Deck thin the deck of my extra Astrum. I don't draw into it. Mega Music goes hard? Yeah, it does. Then I can pray by playing this here. Should be a second S. To draw into the promo now? Nope. Okay. Call this here. Otherwise, because if I can get the promo, I can get going. Because I can get 15k on restand. But if I can't get the promo, it's kind of... Nope. Alright. Never mind. We'll just keep that guy there for now, I guess. I can, I guess, play this as a booster. And go to battle, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I doubt I'll check anything crazy, so we'll swing Vanguard, leave the 15 there just to be there. We're still gonna be some black and be stupid and mean, I guess. Really hoping these guys get some actual love. Like, the set, the Festival Collection double rares were a nice gesture, but I'm hoping they get some actual, like, something. I would not mind if they even just reprinted the decks with all the support they got, but I wouldn't even mind that. But I know I'm always telling you guys how sick I am of you guys bring it up, and everyone in general, about new forms, but if there were ever any decks that needed a new form, it would be these quick start deck bosses. Yeah, grade 4 would be nice. Yeah, that I've said that before, where it should be a grade 4 so they get access to triple drive. Be a grade 4 that they can search where it says like in deck or in soul specifically. It'll be like my name counts as the original one, right? So that way the old support works, and the grade 3s also work where you soul blast them out. They still have that effect, and you have extra targets as well. And then you can instantly write it, right? You can search it from deck, write it, have triple drive, and then have a slightly better effect. And I think that'd be really cool. We'll see whenever that happens. Bird gets a new form? Shut the hell up. Birds, like the Vanguard, is the only good part about that whole toolkit. And that's the part that you want to replace? Okay. You can easily still make them, the grade 4, still make them Energy Blast 4. Just literally expand on them. Like, it's so easy to expand on all of them. Like, you can literally make Astrum stand 2. You can make Cristiano's call 4. Right? You can do so much with that. Crit here, power here. You can make Marlene bounce 2, call 2, right? Same effect at everything. Just give him triple drive and it'll be okay. Astrum problem besides everything else is that the no grappler, that he's a no grappler, it means that you have to draw into your pieces. I mean, that's the problem with all the quick start deck bosses, to be honest. Except, I guess, Cristiano's to an extent. But there's a real shiny toolbox since it was our inside all rusted. I forgot. That's how I've been looking at him, and I think that's the appropriate way to look at him, is that you can just play him super generically and do whatever you want. And I think that's cool. There's 16. I'm waiting 16 sets. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I know. I know. I'll have you know, I waited almost as long. I think literally as long for a new barrel. So I get it. Surely soon. Not Astrum in a winning position here if they don't guard this attack. I mean, I'm kind of dead next turn, but we'll see. You're rolling for the plot for Chris Rain to get a new form? Yeah. I would not be surprised if that happens in a lyrical set, but we'll see. Ah, damn it, they healed. But one time Astrum was going to be ahead. Right. A little bit more love in the same sentence is funny as hell. Yeah, unfortunately. I cannot wait for a new Chris Rain. I would love to play that deck, but I just don't like playing it right now. Well, there are some cool things you can do with the deck. It is kind of whatever. I'm hoping she gets a new form, and it's a Katsetsu type, because I have a whatchamacallit, whatever it's called, the Seek for Chris Rain, and I'd like to still be able to use that and not have to get any more copies. Thank you. When's Fennel dress up? I told you it's gonna happen. It's gonna get announced in January. I'm sorry, not January, June. Imagine it actually gets announced in January. But yeah, it's gonna get announced in June. Because they already showed off set 10. So they're just going to show the anime, they're gonna show the next Oracle set, and the Stride deck sets. We're gonna get those 3 things in the next presentation. Unless there's a presentation in like August? But I doubt it. So I mean, look for so sick of Carrie to get her. Yeah, too bad we haven't had a confirmed English release date. I know, because I know that it's gonna be on the 24th, because I've foreseen it, I predicted it. We'll have to see when set 10 actually comes out in English. I've walked so much. I have to go to the gym again tomorrow. I've apparently about to burn 3,000 calories. I am at 29:49. So in about an hour, I will burn the remaining 50 calories and I will hit 3,000 calories burned today. I have 8. I feel like a quarter of that, but maybe not. I don't know how caloric my lunch was, because I got a I don't think it should have been. I got a sandwich. It was like grilled chicken, cucumber, cilantro, some like spicy chipotle mayo or something like that on a roll. I can't imagine that being that many calories. But I also did get a smoothie with it. That might have been a bit, but it should be fun. We settled this girl for real. Maybe next. Maybe next time. I'm probably gonna head off after this fight whenever this finally concludes. They unfortunately hit my grade 2, which I have not seen any more copies of. At all. So hopefully I can draw into another copy. I have no more. Hopefully I can take some of these attacks here, but we'll see. Then I can maybe close this out. This kind of fucked me. I should have called this here and called the booster here. I know they were gonna retire, but I should have known they would retire the one good card, right? It's taking forever with his turn. God damn. It was freaking max rarity ass Australia mask deck over here.
So this is what, 38? Ooh, excuse me.
So I'm gonna do 43 PG the Vanguard. They're probably gonna restand something. Get a Rooney. But I already got my Persona Ride. Oh, turn Master Duel, sure. I discard my Persona Ride to guard. It also enters up with this. Save. Guessing they're gonna restand this. Not. They're just gonna give it 5k, which sucks, so I have to use this and this. And I do have the crit. You got a Persona that's blank proof? Yeah, I guess so. I'm dead. I'm quite dead. Unless, like, from this attack I hit a defensive or something. Yeah, if they hit a single trigger, dead. Okay, they only bound 2 crits for some reason. So yeah, they just give 5k. So I have to PG this, obviously. I literally can't take this unless I heal. Of which I do have at least 3 heals and ulti left in deck. There's that, but I do have to discard this, which is tragic. Okay, I think they also have triple drive. I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, I'm dead even if they don't hit a trigger. Well, I guess not, because I could guard this attack. Yeah, so if they hit 1, I'm dead. Because I can barely guard this 30k, and I have to just take this one to the face. But I lose this, which is whatever. I could just move this up. But then I just need something to be able to attack with on this column. Discarding the, whoops. Yeah, because that one's 38, so I literally can't guard that. Discarding the order, trying to high roll and get the promo is fucking me up because I could have played the order. That would have maybe given me enough push for next turn. But we'll see. Plot armor. Oh, not all that. Yeah, I really need to draw into the promo, either for turn or for Persona Ride. Then I can at least play that. Not gonna do much, but it'll at least give me the ability to play the order that I haven't dropped for free. That's useless right now. I mean, not really, but I'm not gonna be able to use it because I have no cards in hand. So. All the things you can draw. Please give me a unit. Oh my god. Well, I guess this is one way to get a fucking unit. If I have any left. I don't think I have any left actually, yeah. I thought so. There's 1 in damage and I have to discard 1. And then Persona Road. So I have to fucking restand. I can technically restand this. Give it 15k. I mean, yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm dead. Like I'm dead here no matter what. I can restand this guy, which is nice, but it's not really gonna do me much. I do get 5 attacks, but yeah. Whatever. I guess 23 is better. Thing here. At least that's a trigger. They can't just double intercept. That's nice. Or they can just play. Nothing that has as much shield as a trigger, unfortunately. Yeah. not that many more because they played 2 in the early game. Oh, they played all 3 in the early game. Okay. No, back with this guy. I'm boosted because he doesn't get power. I know there was a better way to sequence this, but I have to literally just spray and pray over here. And hopefully if they take one, they get a defensive, it's like a wrap. Okay, that's good to see. That's interesting because, yeah, their drive checks were blanks, right? So it was just 3 units. So getting that out is good. So they have at most 15k shield that I know of. And they could have a Persona right in hand, right? So we attack here. And we go ahead. Energy Blast 4. Skill Hustle. Stand this guy. He gets 5k. And the Vanguard gets 5k. You like the Panther aesthetically. I hate to break it to you, but you may or may not be a fur. And then we can go ahead and Soul Blast Astrum. Get 2k. Then since I Soul Blast Astrum, I restamp. So it's 30k column, not that that means much. Give 5k to both Vanguard and the unit I stood, and then give another 5k, so I have 2 30ks. Is that a question I am giving that RP is my favorite deck? I mean, yeah. It's fine if you are, but those are definitely the signs if there were any. Alright, so now they discarded the mask, so they should only have 15k shield in hand, so I should have this. Outside of checking something crazy. Them checking something crazy, I should say. There's a promo that I could have used. Literally, if you switch the 2 draws with my 2 drive checks, completely different game. Completely different game if you had just switched what I drew into versus what I drive checked. Oh well. Yeah, they can guard this by dropping the... I'm assuming they were all 5k shields, I don't remember every unit. And then intercept. And then they... Oh no, never mind. They're at 4. They're at 4, never mind. Yeah, I forgot that they're at 4. If they were at 5. But never mind, they're at 4. And now they hit a defensive. And I know they have enough to guard this. Unless I saw something wrong, but this is literally just double intercept. I think I might as well just swing in. I don't think it matters. But I could swing into a rear, but I don't think it really matters too much. They are forced to guard this no matter what. So they are going to lose at least some cards. But at least there's that, right? As opposed to just letting the rear die. Yeah. Sorry for the humiliation of losing to Astro, I guess so. Literally, if this was the opposite, would have been good. Because this would have had more power. I would have had the order. I could have done something. I'm dead here. I do have, again, 3 heals and over OT. But let's see about that. Going to, I guess, remove Nostroya. Tire. My grade 3, not my interest. Oh, no. I thought this was a grade 2 for a second. I can intercept. Never mind. Alright, today's music? I think so, yeah, I don't know. I usually play with the music off. Unfortunately, I don't like most of the songs. Due Days 2. Due Days 1, I feel like was a lot better for some of them. Yeah. If you can do like a super cut, if I could pick songs from 1 and from 2, we'd have a really good soundtrack. But this is gonna get a grade 3, go to 15, and I'm not gonna be or 25 it's the same. Yep. Can't do anything about that. Unless I check OT here. That is that. Unfortunate. 1 card left in hand. But oh well. We tried our best, Astrum. You're indeed complete ass. One of the worst one of the worst decks I've had the courtesy of trying to make work. But alright. That'll do it for today. It is indeed ass. Trum. Gets a little bit better in set 7 because the grade 2 does help a little bit with consistency and power, but it's ass. Corporate ass, yeah. You gotta be one of the biggest disparities between looking cool as fuck and being complete garbage is Astrum. Yeah, we'll be back Thursday. We'll talk about, as you guys call him, Willy Wonka, about the Heart Ruler. Hopefully, I'm hoping, praying, shitting and farting that it is something that I really like and that I can vibe with. Because aesthetically, so far, it's a check. But we'll have to see mechanically if it's a check for me specifically. But if it's like a retire deck or like something like that, or control deck, I'm gonna be a little sad. Which I could see them going that route. In any case, till then, thank you all for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back Thursday. And take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard. Have yourselves a damn